insane for me to think of. It's how much trouble it was to get him the first time. But that means that half the days that we've practiced him, I've gotten him down this week. Which just feels absurd. We'll do some assassin missions just because I don't want to progress the story on a day that isn't the normal stream day for this. But the nice thing about Black Flag is there's always something dumb to do. We did all the Navy missions yesterday. That was kind of fun. Indeed. Ass Pirates of the Caribbean. But this is kind of what I would describe as a bread and butter game for me, for just how many collectibles there are. It definitely fits for what I normally like doing.
I'm here to warn you of danger. And I'm Welsh.
You all look the same to me. Why should I need your warning? My life is all danger.
I may have brought it on you.
This means you owe me. As it happens, I could use a man to help free some of my friends.
Slaves, you mean?
Brothers, warriors, the hope of the Maroon.
Doesn't sound like my business, mate.
All I need is for you to mingle with your countrymen. Listen to hints for where my friends are held.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
I think this was actually in the first Assassin's Creed. They hadn't refined it nearly as much as it is in this game, but using the dancers here as basically walking cover is a really nice and handy thing here. And since I've wasted tons of money, I can get them for free. Which is silly to think of, just how many times I'd have to actually pay for them for it to cost effect out. To pay for the upgrade that makes them free. Because I think they're 200, and the upgrade to make them free is like 12,000 or something like that. So I'd have to hire them 5 times per 1,000, 60 times in order to make it worthwhile, and I don't think I actually even do that in this game. Yes, that's right, guards. There's nobody here but 4 women and a dude who is strapped with a blowgun, 6 pistols. Oh, game. That'd be something fun to keep track of. How many times do I actually use dancers in this game?
sorrow now he's the undertaker's undertaking.
It's not a boat.
He wanted to be my
There actually was a multiplayer component for this when it was on Xbox 360. You would try to assassinate the other players without them knowing it was you, so one of the easiest ways to do it would be just to stand and pretend your character was having a conversation with the NPCs and see if you could out NPC somebody else. I like that. I thought it was a fun thing to do.
You got the information I need, mate.
No! I've heard of your kind. Assassin? Go learn me!
All I want to know is where this slave is. Do you know of anyone being held? Especially...
Please! Let me live! My wife, the children!
Come on, then! Out with it!
Look near the windmill.
See? Was that so hard?
But Assassin's Creed games are a nice break from the buttons Hollow Knight wants me to push, because this is all just me holding the right trigger and occasionally pushing another button, as opposed to Hollow Knight being a mash fest.
I found your men.
And I found where his brothers are kept. Help me release them.
No, mate. I've settled my debt. Meddling with slaves is none of my affair. I doubt there's even a Templar behind it all.
All affairs of freedom are assassins' affairs. What is your price?
What?
A man without principle must be moved by coin. How much do you need?
There is a key I'm looking for. Belongs to a set I've been stripping off Templar.
The Templar keys. I thought they'd been destroyed.
I'm not the only one who knows about them, then.
If we find it, it's yours.
You have a deal. Let's go get your friends.
I like the guy in the back who's just spinning.
The drunks and whores you call friends might help you now.
Keep them busy.
Let's open you up! Stop there, you! Back off any retreat! There! After them!
Thank you.
Hurry, to my bureau.
What? Did he stop to fight those guards I avoided? He's not a very good assassin, then.
I see.
Thanks.
Meet me at the bureau.
Uh-oh, I think the slave we killed all the people guarding him, we forgot to release. Silly contextual button prompts. I hope he's just standing in the middle of the street when we get back there. That'd be very funny. Yep, he just standing there. Aw, he spawned new guards. That's nice. Now he's not lonely.
Go to the bureau.
Where to next?
That's enough work for one night. Or do you grow fond of it?
That's it. No Templar. What about the key?
The Templar did not show himself. You will have your key next time.
No, Anto, there is no next time.
When you discover your conscience, or admit how badly you want the key, there will be a next time.
I think there's usually 3 or 4 of these per hunt. Kingston always annoys me when I get here because there's one viewpoint you can't get until you progress far enough in the story. So there's just this one little thing that's keeping me from getting all of the stuff in the area. It's like how, if you ever played Prototype, it's kind of a supervillain sandbox game. There was one thing you couldn't get because you learn an ability to climb up towers far enough in the game.
You return. Have you brought your conscience?
I want my key.
Patience is a virtue.
Expecting company.
You may have your key sooner than you think. Help us defend the Bureau. The men we freed will help. Do not trust it. There will be more of them. Thin them out before the next wave. Attack!
He's up!
Keep your head low! You killed so many. This will be simple. am glad you showed up when you did. I'm sorry I have no key to give you, but
No, the key can wait. Whoever did this, I want to teach them a lesson.
Ooh.
Templar's name is Kenneth Abraham. He's part of an ongoing war with the Maroons. But we have held strong and will not be defeated. Let me devise a plan.
The reason to do the Templar hunts is you actually get a fancy suit of armor that I think blocks bullets because of nonsense that wouldn't actually work, but it's an Assassin's Creed game, so it's all about future technology nonsense that wouldn't actually work.
I have a plan, but it won't be easy. Abraham is well connected and his pockets are deep. But we have located a man in his inner circle. We will tail him until he reveals our target.
Let me bring him to his end.
Here he comes now.
As a night to celebrate impending victory.
Our numbers are many. They must stand a chance. We will not be fighting.
See us celebrate before our victory.
Why?
May I join you? Evening.
The more the merrier. I've just come from the barracks. Quite certain new weapons shipments will end our marine problem once and for all. Plan. That is the plan. You think they'll be expecting? Most likely. They always do this on the hop this time. It won't matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a private matter to attend before I make my entrance.
As do I. We will see you there.
I don't rightly know. Seems the cost have come down despite the fees. I suppose on account of greater free enterprise being encouraged.
Good evening. Will the commander be in attendance tonight?
Yes, I was just speaking with him. He is here somewhere.
The brat was right under our noses the whole time.
I've never met a soldier as cunning as a Maroon. It's no mistake he's harder to defeat than the weak that came before.
We aren't going to try and jump into the hay until this guard goes by. But we are going to try and get rid of that captain and sabotage that bell.
Clear shot.
Okay.
The land is full of ore and fruit, and we need rivers as much as anything.
Could we not take the land then?
Not according to treaty.
That's great.
Hunter, how many years have we fought? Your men in the mountains with no weapons to speak of. And my army resplendent.
I don't remember Anto being anywhere near me while I was doing this.
You live, and I die.
You lack the conviction to win.
Raise the alarm! What? We've a bush sick.
There we go. I've got 2 of the 5 keys. I think the courier's just money.
We'll not be losing it! In my sight, clear as day! Pirates! Run for your lives! Hurt me, Master Kenway!
Yep, $100. That was definitely worth pissing off every British soldier in a 10-mile radius. Worth it. Alright, let's see if there's another Templar hunt we can do while we're in town. There's a Templar hunt. And that looks to be the only Templar hunt for now. Again, I think you get more of them unlocked as you get further in the game.
has been a lifetime since we were here. This jungle is still thick with vines and trickery. Marcus will use this to her advantage.
Well, we know she's here. She doesn't expect us.
We must find her, draw her out, and put a final end to her.
Let's see where this lad goes.
Oh, I'm gonna make some hot dish tonight. Simple stuff: hamburger with garlic powder and onion powder, tomato sauce, pasta, corn, and black olives with sharp cheddar cheese melted over the whole thing. I'll put a picture in creations. I've heard, casserole, hot dish, they're both essentially the same thing. I'm from the Midwest, so I grew up calling it hot dish. Well, it's not my fault. I didn't get to pick where I was gonna live. I wasn't even a year old when we moved from where I was born. Originally, I am born and raised in Sacramento, California. God, I love saying it like that. Isn't Arnold Schwarzenegger a treasure? Huh. It must be a different regional thing. Like, I know casserole and hot dish are used pretty interchangeably. You can't see me. But yeah, it's something that my mom used to make growing up. She would put onions in it, but I'm not a big onion fan, so I don't put them in. I just use powder instead.
She must be hiding. Let's take some action she can't ignore.
Use a powder keg! Use a powder keg!
Oh no, please don't come over here. Whatever will I do? Must have been the wind.
More are coming! Take them out! Corner her! Make her fight alone! Behind you!
Got her.
I cannot die at the ends of the Taino. My father saw such potential in this island. Gold, hills, freedom. All of it squandered. You have not a clue how to use it. He could have taught you well. You believe we wasted freedom of being free? You die a prisoner with your Templar moves.
Let's not argue with a dead woman. Here's my prize.
Oh yeah, the pop soda. I've even heard what kind of Coke or Pepsi do you want rather than soft drink. I wonder if she has anything. Oh, I can't loot her. I'll go see if there's any dead bodies over here still. So I used 2 bullets. And why buy replacements when you can get them for free? Alright. I can see that. Got about 20 minutes. I should be able to burn through some assassin contracts. Most of them are pretty easy. The nice thing with being very thorough about exploring in this game is you can usually fast travel to most of them. Alright, so when we finish the Black Flag break, okay, so check this out. This is really funny. We berserk him.
Hey! Get out of those bushes!
Less than a minute. I wonder if we can burn through most of them this quickly. There's a ton of assassin contracts, though. Still need to do 2 Templar hunts if I want the Templar armor. And then there's the Mayan steels, which are those little perspective puzzles that get us another magic precursor armor, and I forget what it does.
Stop, I tell you! Hold on! You! Stop there!
Stand still.
Wait! You could be right here. Hit to either side, boys!
Alright, next assassin contract is... One more contract, we'll close that place out. I don't really worry about these too much, beyond just completing them to get the completion for it, because money is so easy to get in this game that 1500 really isn't even worth your while most of the time. You can usually just capture ships way faster than doing these assassin contracts and make way more money that way. The funniest thing about this game for me is you can do assassin contracts before you know anything about the assassins. Because pretty much as soon as you go to a place that has one of those, you can do assassin contracts. Hey guys.
¡No te dejaremos escapar!
We got 2 more islands left, it looks like. Oh, that's only got 1. I don't think I have all the assassin contracts unlocked, because there are still places I haven't been in the game, so I can't go there yet. Which is too bad. Oh right, this is one of them. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't see the assassin thing. Yeah, you can still kind of do that. It doesn't have a mobile app anymore, but you can do Kenway's Fleet to make stupid amounts of money. That's why I have 250,000 right now. But welcome in. It's nice to meet you, Matic, 44. Hopefully you're having a good Sunday. But yeah, this is a fantastic game. I think it's probably my favorite Assassin's Creed. It's funny that the fast travel takes us to a fort. I've had all of these forever.
Seems you could use a little help disappearing, friend.
Many men's afraid I can wait. Devil they call him. But I got one thing.
It's not a hard game, don't get me wrong, but it is definitely a game that you can play and have fun with.
You won't, of course, but isn't it? Oh, show him hell. I bet you would.
If you'd ever fought the half-guffer, then you'd know what I mean.
Tell it to the sea. I'm sick of your boasting and speaking in tongues.
You'll regret saying that when you're face to face with a monster of the north. It'll swallow you and your ship with it. And any whales that happen to be nearby at the time.
It was no match for your 12 heads. He don't tell me.
Alright, nerd, get out of my fort. Alright. Should have time to do the last one of these that we got, provided we have one. Nope. We don't get either of those. Alright. So I'm just going to fast travel back to Kingston. Don't get me wrong, carbon monoxide is not something you want to mess with, but it's also one of those things that isn't a huge risk unless you have conditions that make it one. So okay, give me the key, please.
Stop, you! Interloper! Raise the alarm!
Get out of those bushes!
He's trying to take us! Keep up, boys!
There we go. Alright, so I will switch games back here once we pop a quick save.
Hold there! Hey! Hold a moment, Squire!
Catch me if you can.
I need some of whatever he's drinking.
something I can help you with? Later, no doubt.
Alright. Whoop. No, don't do that. Oh, while it's doing this, I will do this.